If you have your north node in the sign of Pisces or your north node is located in the 12th house of your natal chart, this reading is for you. I have been recording for almost 17 minutes already. I usually do a meditation. It usually doesn't require much for me to kind of get into the messages, like the initial messages of a reading. But oh my God, this brought a kind of intensity that I need to honor in you. Labored breath, tightness, just like a sense of security that kind of suddenly went amiss. Okay. So I had a few things kind of come up, kind of happen. And so I want to just note that like I might have some like bodily things, like I can feel like a burp coming up right there. And there's just like this general discomfort that I've asked for assistance on, but like, oh brother, okay, let's get into it. So it started out. I started out tame, man. I wrote out a couple of words, and then I started to notice like I was getting hot, I was getting flushed, and then it was like the breath was labored and a lot of stuff. But I'm gonna read you what I wrote. And then we're gonna start untangling the knot, and then we're gonna get into the tarot. Transfer colloquial, which I had to I had to look up. And colloquial means, God, it feels like forever ago. I really do like feel like I went through like a weird portal. Colloquial means like common, like kind of like common language. And then protection, procrastination, bucket, I don't know, oil, and then Tulum, like Tulum, Mexico. I don't know if that has any significance to anyone. Acorn, and then time bomb, and then financial worry. Now, acorn has been coming out for the collective quite a bit. There is something that is blossoming in you, but acorn and time bomb felt connected. They felt linked. Now the cards, everything has been interesting. It's been an interesting experience just all around. So thank you for that, because this has been very immersive. So the cards that came out, Alethea, and Spirit was very insistent, like in particular, about the manner in which I do things as well. Okay, full body chills. Alethea, the womb, and then the box. Okay. And there are two cards that Spirit like very carefully picked out that we will reveal together. Now, as things kind of kept coming up, there were some distractions, there were some environmental things going on, in addition to just like my general discomfort that I had to try to mitigate. I found myself drawn to this book. This is a dictionary of symbols. I haven't spent much time with it. I've really only used it as a divination tool thus far. But the page that Spirit had me turn to is the first page for the letter U. It's literally a dictionary. And the symbol that came out for you is unicorn. Now, in reading this, one of the things that's mentioned is the womb. Okay. I learned a couple of things about the unicorn in here. So it is likened to, there is a parallel to Christianity and Christ consciousness here, which is interesting. I think that it has to do with the purity. It seems like a great example of duality. Okay. Legend says that the unicorn can only be caught if a virgin is put in its field, because the virgin, because it like lies down at the feet of the virgin or something like that. And so because that's the only thing that will make it lie down, once it is down, then the then the captors will be able to come in, right? But if there's not a virgin in the field, then I would imagine something else might happen. Let's see. Yes, so it is an attribute of high ranking. Oh, well, this is the okay, hang on, because it's likened to like the a Chinese animal known as, I might be botching this, it's qilin, identified by some writers with the unicorn, whereas others who dispute it because it has two horns. If anyone speaks this Chinese dialect, I know that there are a couple like Mandarin and Cantonese and whatnot. If I said that wrong, please correct me, because I want to know how to say it without screwing it up. Tribute of high-ranking army officer, emblem of uprightness and high birth. But see, there's argument over this. It says that it has a cry like the sound of bells. In legend, it is reputed to live for 1,000 years and be the noblest of animals. Okay. There was okay, Christ is represented by this animal and his invincible strength by the horn. Yeah. So I thought that was really interesting. The womb is mentioned here. I can't remember. I'm not going to go through and try to find out where, but I'm sure it has something to do with the virgin. I kind of really want to get into the reading. Oh. Okay. So we are going to take Spirit's direction on when to look at these cards. I didn't look at them. For right now, I'm going to see, does Spirit want to pull, is it animal archetypes? Yes. Okay, so Spirit's saying that Animal Spirit guidebook, or Animal Spirit deck. I may have to pull out the guidebook. Sometimes I do. Okay. What do we have for North Node in Pisces or 12th house? Oh, by the way, because I'm bad at this, my name is Astrid. Welcome. I'm a psychic oracle and mentor, and this is The Sacred Gray. I'm happy to have you here. Okay, let's jump in. If you're not subscribed, please be sure to subscribe, drop a like, drop a comment, share the video. These are all free ways to support a growing channel. I really appreciate it. Okay. Is it this one? Yes. Camel. Interesting. And this one, octopus. Ooh, octopus. Interesting. Okay. Let's take a look at the camel. The camel brings water where it goes, which I've always thought was kind of neat. It's very like do it yourself, right? So, camel. Okay. So camel's the first one that we pulled, so we are going to look at that one first. Resourceful, independent, knows oneself. The camel can handle absolutely anything as it carries a wealth of nourishment within. This wondrous creature is self-reliant and handles challenge with ease. Even in the face of excess heat, judgment, or anger, the camel searches inside for the cool elixir of water to calm the situation. The camel represents the ultimate form of bringing opposites into balance. Fire and water. And being responsible for one's own reactions. The camel is a wonderful traveler and especially fond of trips to faraway lands. When in balance, calm, content, and there's a sparkle in the eye. When out of balance, dehydrated and lacks vitality. And to bring into balance, a pilgrimage. Okay, and then the other one is octopus. I don't know if I showed you these. Camel and octopus. Octopus, reaching, yearning, lacking boundaries and direction. These are very Piscean cards, I have to say. That's very interesting. Piscean 12th house energy, very good. The octopus signifies a wonderfully perceptive mind paired with a lack of healthy boundaries. Very, very Pisces. It is water, but my gosh. Unfortunately, this results in well-intended but messy relationships. The octopus entwines itself into other people's business and shares their own without restraint. Maybe not so aligned with Pisces with that first bit. Anyways. They believe that they believe that's what it means to be close. If you notice after spending time with someone that you feel drained or uneasy, the essence of the octopus is at play. Begin to establish healthy boundaries, be patient and firm. It may be a very old habit to change. Okay. When in balance, interested, engaged, and intelligent. When out of balance, needy, clingy, lacks courage. And then to bring into balance, you bring space to oneself and talk therapy. Okay. That is so interesting to me. So I want to say that the energy definitely feels incredibly invasive. I had to pull in like protections and like do all kinds of stuff that I don't usually have to do. And so there is this kind of like nebulousness, this kind of like complete blurring of lines, which again, like very 12th house, very Pisces. But like it was like 12th house Pisces energy on speed. Like it was nuts. Okay. And then with Camel here, there's effort, right? So I don't know if I talked about these three cards actually. So Alethea, the box, and the womb, remarkably creative energy paired with remarkable vision. Okay. So there's something opening up for you, collective, that I really feel is, it can be, maybe that's that time bomb energy. It feels explosive. It feels explosive. And like, I'm thinking about transfer, colloquial, protection. It's like normalizing this experience would probably be very difficult, especially when you're living in it. And I'm thinking about bucket because I'm wondering like how bucket relates. And it's kind of like you're in the bucket. It's like you're swimming in the bucket. And that must be really confusing, because what I'm feeling is really intense. And so if you're just like in that and having to manage in that, that must be, you must reach kind of highs and lows in that experience, where, on one end, on one end of the experience, you are, doing all right in managing your boundaries and your emotions and whatnot. And then on the other end of the experience, maybe there's this, some pretty real intensity there and kind of elusiveness. It's kind of like grasping for smoke. I just got I felt like I kind of like, sometimes that happens where all of a sudden things like lighten and I feel like I'm not sober, essentially. Okay, let's get into the cross. All right. Spirit will let me know when it's time to draw those cards. I'm really curious though. Okay. Self, I have the 10 of Swords. Crossing you, I have the Lovers. Okay, so self and crossing. Well, you're in a spot. You're in a spot, collective. Some kind of agreement or partnership that you have is really getting in the way of your peace and sense of self right now. It feels like you are coming out of a battle and very much in need of rest. Let's get recent past. Queen of Wands, near future, the Hanged Man. Okay, it's like you hit a confidence point, you hit a high point, and then we're going to get more into why you're in the current state that you're in. But, going forward, this does really seem to change things for you with the Hanged Man here. There's a new perspective coming in. Whereas in the not so distant past, you were pretty convicted, and pretty confident, right? For what's beneath you, I have Justice, and what's above you, I have the 10 of Wands. Okay. And then, internal, external, hopes and fears, and ultimate outcome. Okay, so we have beautiful 9 of Cups at the bottom. So for internal, we have King of Pentacles, the Star for external, 9 of Pentacles for hopes and fears, and the 4 of Swords for ultimate outcome. I'm hearing that you really do need some time with your higher power, collective. There's something very strongly indicating that you are in need of some alone time, just you and your ancestors, your higher power. So I want to point out we have the 9 of Cups, and then beneath the 9 of Cups is the 10 of Cups. Okay. We're going to get more on this. I want to start peeling it back right away here, because it's very clear that, what's going on here has really got you in a spot where you're kind of, this 10 of Wands at the top with Justice beneath. I'm really thinking about how that's translating it for you, how that's translating like for you in the 3D. Is it that you want justice for yourself, or is it that you want justice for the people around you, right? It seems like if we're looking over here, your environment is enforcing a kind of like bigger picture. Like I feel like you have reminders, very clear reminders of your why, right? And so like with your internal being the King of Pentacles, it's like you are stabilizing that. Like you do not lack conviction in why you are doing what it is that you are doing, even though I can see how tired you are, right? We've got 2 10s. We've got the 10 of Swords as you, and then the 10 of Wands right above you. This is a cycle coming to a close, right? And then we've got Justice as 11, and then the Hanged Man in your near future as 12, right? So there is progression, great progression. And I want to make that clear. Things are moving, right? And even on the bottom of the deck, we've got great progression, right? Okay. Let's peel the layers back. Let's see what happens if we dig a little deeper, okay? For self. The 6 of Swords. Yeah. Okay, let's do crossing, death. Okay, cool. So, I mean, not cool. This is either an upgrade or an ending. Either way, it's an upgrade, but like this is a next level in the relationship to whoever this other person is or whatever this other situation is. This has to be involving another person, in my opinion, the way that I'm feeling. I can feel it in my heart. There's another person there. It might not be that for all viewers, but I'm certain in this. Death coming out, you really are focused on just kind of moving on with your life, whether that's with this person or not. You want to get past this chapter, you're done, right? Like, and it's not like I'm done cold, because there's more compassion in you than that. I'm done in that, like, I need, like, I can't go any further kind of a thing. You're exhausted, right? You're exhausted. Okay. Recent past, I have the Emperor alongside the Queen of Wands. Yeah. And then near future, we have the 8 of Wands for near future. Okay, so the Emperor and the Queen of Wands, this confidence that you are displaying in your recent past is one that, like, it is so powerful. It was out of character for you. Thank you, Spirit. It was out of character for you to have a show of force like this. It was out of character for you to speak in the way that you did, or make the decision that you did, or delegate in the way that you did. But you were put in a position where, I don't know if it was that you had to, but like it just kind of happened, is what it feels like. It just kind of happened that way. And it kind of just, I mean, maybe it did have to, but I don't think it was, I don't feel a desperate energy there. What I'm feeling off of this really is like confidence. It feels like a high point. I feel like you were proud of yourself after whatever this was happened. Okay. Looking at your near future, there's contrasting energies here, similar to what we pulled out from the animal spirit deck. It's like there's quick movement and there's focus, but there's also like this contrasting energy of like that. I mean, like literally is the opposite. It's like everything's moving all at once, but also not at all. Like it's frozen, but it's also very rapidly progressing. It's very weird. Beneath you, I have the 2 of Pentacles with Justice, and above you, I have Temperance with the 10 of Wands. There's so much inner conflict happening here, collective, that I can imagine. This is a very intense time, right? I'm thinking back to the kind of swelling of like physical symptoms that I was having and stepping into your energy. Like it was a lot, right? And it felt like it kind of felt like I was being like ripped in two. I'm not gonna lie. So, one thing that's been coming up with the collective lately, full body chills. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you. Is the worlds, right? We've got two worlds that seem to be really like get apart. The polarities are like we're separate, right? And so the gray area is becoming very wide right now. The space between the polarities is becoming more and more notable, right? There is more and more divine knowledge available to the collective. Now, with what I'm seeing here, I feel like you're experiencing that very directly. Now, I set this deck down because Spirit is indicating to me that it's time to take a look at these two cards. So we are going to look at them together. Okay. Whoa, the Vessel and the Kiss. What? Okay, this has got to be a relationship reading or like something. This is tenderness. This is the body. I'm hearing something about violation, which is really weird. And I hope that, like it doesn't feel like, but like maybe you are just having conflicting emotions about whatever happened. Like, maybe you opened yourself up to an energy that you maybe wish you hadn't. I don't know. This is somebody pregnant? Like, what is going on? The Kiss, the Vessel, Womb, the Box. Aletheia is like, it's truth. It is the echoing boom, of truth, the deafening silence that comes with the tone that truth carries. And so here we have something that you're creating that is carrying this deafening truth with it. We're going to have to get more here. I want to also point out Justice in the Two of Pentacles. It may seem really unclear. If you're checking into your internal world, it may seem really unclear how to proceed forward with whatever this situation is, whether it's, ending a relationship or moving a relationship forward onto the next level. There's a lot of uncertainty that you're waiting in here and trying to balance it back in the self, right? So, but what's interesting is like, I do see you working to ground yourself, like, and actually doing it fairly well. Like even with all of this, you are someone who is, the magician energy is very present here, because even with all of this intensity that I'm experiencing, your internal factors is the King of Pentacles. And like Justice is a very like authoritative card. So these two cards in the past with the Emperor and the Queen of Wands, like that, I feel like you really needed to experience that confidence boost before getting here, because it gave you a really level ground, like, and it really strengthened your roots, right? It's kind of like, I know that like with certain tropical plants, like house plants, they like to be like really shaken, because then their roots strengthen, because it kind of mimics like a windstorm. And I feel like that's kind of what happened to you here, collective, which is funny. It's interesting, right? Internal factors, I have the Hanged Man, interesting, next to King of Pentacles. So, and that's in your near future. So it's very clear that like kind of really gaining progress and gaining like traction on how to stabilize things. You are allowing time, right? With Temperance and the Ten of Wands, it's like you are allowing things to take form as God wills they take form. Thank you, Spirit. That was beautiful. Like you are offering allowance in a way. You're willing to offer allowance. Let's see external factors. We have the Page of Cups. Yeah, so I do feel like there might be an energy of retribution here. If you were done wrong in some way by another person, they're interested in making it right, or you have another party, another person who's really working hard to make things right for you, meaning like it doesn't have to be romantic, it could be, but you have someone around you, possibly more than one person around you, who's really seeing like, oh, collective, I want to offer something to collective, right? And it doesn't feel like it's coming from a place of like feeling bad. Like, it's certainly not a place of pity. This is very, very genuine. This is very, very, very genuine. And it does seem to be right aligned with, like, you're right where you're supposed to be is what I'm feeling, especially with like that star there. Like, that's yeah. Okay. Anyways, hopes and fears and ultimate outcome. We have the 10 of Cups. Oh my God. Okay. Bottom of the deck, we have the 10 of Wands again, which is at the top of your mind. Okay. Hopes and fears, we have the Knight of Wands and the 9 of Pentacles. So it could very well be that you are, part of you is kind of like fearfully expecting something kind of funky or uncomfortable to come out of this as a result. Whatever this is, you are anticipating some kind of shift in your physical environment that like you don't want to deal with, right? And so I would say to that, that you can rest easy, I think. And I think that you're really being encouraged to rest easy. Not only because you are kind of guaranteed rest here with the 4 of Swords in your outcome, but the 10 of Cups as well. And the 9 of Cups and the 10 of Cups on the bottom of like, I feel like you are experiencing some kind of karmic reward. Like, I'm not even kidding you. Like, I feel like you are experiencing, collective, some kind of very real karmic shift and a very real blessing coming in for you. Very real blessing coming in. And I keep hearing the word retribution. It could be as like, it could be, with justice beneath you here, it really could be a form of justice provided by God. It really could be, it could even be something that, you've ensured you would get this justice, right? It could be something that you created for yourself, but this feels divine. This is the 10 of Cups is the card of happy endings. It is the ultimate wish fulfillment. It is the cycle completion. And then you turn around and you look for the next ace, right? So here we do have the completion of a cycle, like fully. And it's not, coming to a close without a little bit of sweat, but it is coming to a close. Okay, let's get our Poesis deck. We're going to go a little bit deeper, right? What else does Spirit have to say here? For you, I have growth, and for what's crossing you, I have magic. Wow. That's really interesting. You know what? The only thing about this that I don't truly understand, like, if I'm going to be so real, is what exactly happened between you and this other person on the Lovers card. Can I get more clarity on this Lovers energy here? I'm feeling like it's this card. Noise. One more, please. Heal. Okay, this could be a past wound that you brought into a current partnership. That is very possible. And that cycle is being closed. That feels... I just got cold. I just got really cold. In my legs, specifically. Cold. That, I think, is a part of this. Possibly, for some of you. But there is a stillness that just set in, that is now kind of thawing. That is very real. Okay, full body chills. Okay. Recent past, please. Recent past. Freedom. Yeah, you let something go for sure. Okay, near future, we have soul. Right on into alignment. Oh my God, this is just getting better and better. Beneath, journey. Above, expand. Yep. Oh, collective. I want to give you such a big hug. This is so beautiful. You did free yourself from something. I don't know what it was. I don't know what it was, but you did something here. You freed yourself from something. And it was you who did it, right? Like, it was you. Like, you laid down the law is what Spirit is saying. Thank you. Like, you let it be known, right? You let it be known. I got something in me that is waiting to come out. I got a truth to speak, right? maybe, I don't know. And then here you are so balanced in your understanding that like it's all a part of the journey, right? It's all a part of the journey. Your energy, even though there was so much strain, it all was external. Like you yourself, very like level and just it throughout this reading, right? Even though there's distress, we also have confidence and ease, right? We have understanding. We have an evolved perspective here. We have an elevated perspective. This is beautiful. This is beautiful. Okay. Internal. Leap. Can I get one more for that, please? Root. Yes. It's kind of like you have been truly motivated for a while on whatever this old thing is. I think that part of what is going on here is like in journey, this feels like you're potentially moving or creating a new home, kind of like setting up shop. Thank you, Spirit. Setting up shop somewhere else. External factors. I have simplify. One more, please. One more. And open. Don't take it so seriously. Whatever's going on around you, I want you to listen, but I'm hearing we listen, but we don't judge. You guys know that trend? It's so funny. Kind of like that. Like listen, don't take it if you don't want it. You don't have to take it. You really, really don't. You really don't have to take it. There's no requirement, right? At all. You have the right to refuse service, okay? Meaning receiving or giving or whatever. Like you don't have to take it. And so like if somebody's coming in and they're like speaking to you in a way that feels like it's making it worse, meaning like they're offering you more confusion or like it's overwhelming you, you can just say like, hey, I really do appreciate what you're saying here, but I'm really tired. Or you know what, hey, I just remembered my mom asked me to call her or whatever it is. Keep an escape plan in your back pocket. Okay, trust me, it's really helpful. Yeah. Let's get hopes and fears, please. Hopes and fears. We have struggle, obviously. Yeah. I mean, like, it's kind of like you do want it to be done. Yeah. Wish, like, you do kind of want this cycle to end. You really do. And so I feel like a part of you is thinking like, it's never going to end, right? Like that makes me look at like the Nine of Pentacles and the Knight of Wands, even like with an even, I guess just like a deeper, which is why we do this, but like there's a deeper understanding of this here where it's like there is a part of you that I think is scared that the cycle is not going to be completed. You know, you're not going to be able to break the chain, right? You're not going to be able to heal this thing, but that's like your primary focus here. From what I can tell, like it's really like, I mean, it came out, it came out as what's crossing you, right? So it's like, it's important to you. Okay. Outcome. Breathe. The Four of Swords. And balance. Yeah. Something's finishing up and we've got play at the bottom of the deck. I think that you are being released from something very serious and very karmic and very deep and very, I feel like you carried it with you. Full body chills. It's so intense. I feel like you carried this with you from a past life. Like, I'm not even gonna lie. Like, I feel like you carried this with you from a past life. And to be honest with you, like, I'm always looking for, I say psychic, oracle, and mentor, right? I don't have a single thing to mentor you on here. And like, the crazy thing about that is like, I can see how rough this is for you. If anyone, I swear to God, collective, if anyone tries to tell you what way is up and you're saying, but I know that way is up, I want you to just not talk to that person anymore. I really want you to be discerning about just who you're listening to. And that's speaking to this external factors again. It's like, dude, like if somebody's telling you like this is blue and you're like, nah, bro, like that's yellow, then it's fucking yellow. Then it's yellow. And don't question it. Like, you do not have to justify anything right now. You do not have to explain anything right now. You believe what you believe, and that's period. That's it. That's done. There's nothing else to add on. It is this because I believe it. You don't have to explain that. Okay? You don't. And this, I feel truly, collective, is something that I really want you to take that to the bank. I really want you to lock it in right here, because this is a lot, and nobody has this experience but yours. But this is yours. I can't even fucking speak. Nobody has this experience but you. It is yours. It is yours to carry with you. It is your story to tell. It will be your story to tell. It is your experience to have. And so moving forward from this chapter, I want you to think about how you will feel about the decisions that you've made if you allow others to make decisions for you. Okay? I really want you to think about that. I love you so much. Please email me. I am taking one-on-one clients, even though I'm not taking a whole lot right now, but we can do a consultation. I would love to meet with you if you need anything at all. My email is in the description. Please drop a like. Please drop a comment. Let me know how you're doing, okay? Please subscribe, share the video, anything. These are all free ways to support a growing channel, and I would love to support you. If there's anything I can do, please let me know, okay? You're doing so good. You really are. You really are. And I just want to circle back. I'm almost done. It's been a long one. Okay, I've been filming for over an hour. Whatever is on the other side, this 10 of cups, 9 of cups, 10 of cups, this ability to play here, it's big and it's transformative, and it's going to take a form of its own. Okay? You're going to want to stick around for that. It's not much farther down the road. Okay? I promise. All right. Hang in there.